Hey guys, this is Richard from the School of Nomads. So in this video I want to take you through the 10 essential affiliate marketing tools. So if you're completely new to affiliate marketing, this is going to be a really good video for you because I'm going to take you through the various tools. I'm also going to show you how much it costs me to run my business on a monthly basis at the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, stick around. My name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release more videos just like this one. And guys, if you want to learn how to build a business online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, and I'll take you through the whole process step by step. So as I go through these, the ones with the asterisks on are the ones that I actually use myself, right? Just to show you which of the tools I'm using. So the first one is SiteGround. So the SiteGround is where I buy my domains. I also have my web hosts in there. The best thing about kind of places like SiteGround is if you buy it from the same place that you actually have your web host, it's easy to kind of get set up on your web host. If you don't, you end up having to change name servers, which aren't a big deal to be honest, but you do have to have an extra step if you buy a domain from someone else and then have a different web provider. So just be aware of that. The other ones are things like HostGator, NAMECHEAP, GoDaddy. I've used NAMECHEAP a lot. No real difference. Sometimes it's cheaper to kind of go with one or the other because they'll have like a half price setup that you can go ahead and take advantage of. So, you know, just shop around when you're looking for them. They're all looking at the same domain. So I would buy a .com if you're going to buy a domain. Ideally, if you can get a .com domain, it always looks more professional and cooler. But, you know, it's completely up to you. So that's kind of the domain side of it. Now, the web hosting is really like critical because you need to have a web host that's really trustworthy. Now, SiteGround for me, and again, I'm going to link to these below, but I won't put affiliate links in there, right? So I'm not just going to sell SiteGround to you. But SiteGround to me are very useful because their Astral support is really, really good there. Within a couple of hours, usually, you've got things fixed if you've got an issue. So SiteGround is one I use. Again, you can use SQUARESPACE. You can use things like GoDaddy, things like Wix. Now, some of these things like SQUARESPACE are quite cool because they've already got kind of page builders in there, so you can helps you build your website a lot quicker. Things like SiteGround have already got free WordPress that you can go ahead and install, but things like SQUARESPACE may have a little bit more if you're a complete newbie and you don't really want to do any techie stuff. So kind of keep that in mind when you're looking around for web hosts, that they have got different kind of things that they do. Now the next one is page builders. Now page builders are really, really crucial if you want to set up any kind of funnels. So if you want to have a landing page or a bridge page or a sales page, these page builders are really, really critical for you. Now what you do usually is you install them on your existing website as some kind of plugin. Now the one that I use is Thrive Architect. This is a really, really good page builder because it allows me to set up pages very, very quickly. And I can do a different video on how to set up pages in Thrive Architect. But, you know, that one is really good. And it costs around, I think it was around $50 for one license for a year. For lifetime rather, for one license. But, you know, it's a really good investment if you do want to build these pages because it's very, very easy to do with something like Thrive Architect. Other really big ones are ELEMENTOR or DIVI or BEAVER Builder. These are really good ones as well, really top class page builders that you can go ahead and just plug into your existing website and start building those pages. So there is obviously another one called ClickFunnels. The only thing I don't really like about ClickFunnels, I'm really talking to beginners now, and they're kind of $99 a month. Now they're used by lots and lots of big marketers, but they are quite expensive, right? So I don't really like recommending them. I prefer something like Thrive Architect, which is going to cost you $60, but it's going to be that's it then, and you can use that as much as you want on one website. So next up, you've got autoresponders. Again, very, very critical for affiliate marketers because you want to be doing email marketing, right? So I use GetResponse. Now the reason I use GetResponse is because it's easy to use. It allows me to have a certain amount of automation within the actual system, and you know, it's easy for me to kind of set up because I'm not overly techy as far as autoresponders are concerned. So obviously shop around. The other kind of big ones are AWEBER, CONVERTKIT, and something like SNDLANE. They're the ones that are good for affiliate marketers. There are a few others that aren't. Like MailChimp, for instance, isn't a good one for affiliate marketers. They don't like affiliate links within their emails. So when you're picking your autoresponder, pick one that is kind of affiliate marketing friendly. Now, I would recommend GetResponse, but you can go ahead and obviously have a look around. GetResponse is costing me around about $49 a month. I've got another slide at the end. I'm going to summarize all this. Is costing me around about $49 a month, but there is a package at $20 a month that will allow you to have up to 1,000 subscribers with all of the various automations, etc. Mine is a little bit more expensive because it allows me to have more subscribers and a little bit different types of automation there. But again, you'll need an autoresponder because you want to be doing email marketing. It's the best way to do affiliate marketing even today. So the next one is keyword analysis. Now, I use Ubersuggest and I obviously use YouTube, right? Because I work on YouTube all the time. Now, the reason I use Ubersuggest is it's dead easy to use. And what I'm trying to do is kind of look at this from a beginner's perspective. You just go on Ubersuggest. It's by Neil Patel. And again, I'll leave it down below. But you go on the Ubersuggest and it'll show you different keywords based on what your search term was. So you're trying to develop a bit of content. You want to know kind of what you want to do content around. Go on Ubersuggest, put the keyword in, have a look at the various alternatives and just pick one and write your article or do your video. Don't overcomplicate this, especially when you're starting out. Don't overly rely on the keyword data. Pick something that feels right, that feels natural, and write about it. The issue is you can end up looking at different keyword tools and getting different results, right? So Ubersuggest is a good one. Google Trends, Google Ads, all of those things will actually give you good keyword data. And very simply, YouTube will. Go on YouTube and pick a search term out and you'll see underneath all of these various types of search terms will actually come underneath, and just look at those. And that's the type of way that you can see whether something is actually being looked for on places like YouTube. Now, next up is my graphics. Now, I use graphics for things like thumbnails, so I go to somewhere called CANVA. You probably heard of CANVA, but CANVA is really good for developing anything like pins for Pinterest. You can develop graphics for Instagram. It's already got the sizes in Canva, so that's really good to kind of start with because it allows you to not really be worried about the size because it'll already give you some examples. Now, I use it for things like my thumbnails, as I said. Other things I use occasionally are things like SNAPPA, very similar to Canva. I have a paid thing called Thumbnail Blaster. It's about $50, but it allows me to develop my thumbnails really quickly. And these are for YouTube, obviously. And you know, that's something that I kind of use because it's kind of a shiny object in a way, but it is very useful to me. And I also use something called VIDDYOZE. For inside my videos, I have the odd kind of animation, etc., and that comes from something called VIDDYOZE. So they're kind of my recommendations as far as the graphics, especially when you're starting out. Keep it simple. Just go to somewhere like Canva. They've got lots and lots of cheap and easy ways to develop your graphics, and just go ahead and use that when you're first starting out. Next up is my images and my videos. Now, if I want, say, images and photographs with inside my various bits of content, I go to somewhere called Unsplash. Now, Unsplash is completely free, and they have royalty-free images and videos. So, Unsplash, Pixels, Pixabay, and Negative Space are all places you can go and get completely free images and videos that you can use in your content. So, keep that in mind if you want to start off by going blogging or whatever and putting different types of images within your blogging. Go to places like that because it's dead free and you can go and use them straight away, right? Next up is a link cloaker. So it may seem a little bit more advanced, but if you're doing things like ClickBank, then those ClickBank links are really ugly. So what you would need to do is kind of go to one of these link cloakers and make those links look better. So I use Pretty Links because I've got a WordPress website, and Pretty Links is actually a plugin that you get for WordPress, completely free. There is paid options, but the first level is completely free, and it allows you to cloak the link, and also it tracks links for you at a very, very kind of simple level. So Pretty Links is a good one. Thirsty Affiliates is a WordPress one as well. Again, it's a plugin for WordPress. You can go to someone like Bitly, completely free, or AdMe, both online, and they'll allow you to kind of cloak your link so it doesn't look quite so ugly. So you do need a link cloaker because not many people will click on a link that is really, really ugly looking, right? So it's something to keep in mind if you want to do affiliate marketing. And the next one is a link tracker. Again, this depends on your kind of development within the journey. Now, I have a Pretty Links again. I don't need much link tracking at the moment. I've only got a few products that I actually promote because I don't like to promote too much. and Pretty Links does it all for me at the moment. But ClickMagick is one. Once you start having lots of different links in lots of different areas, ClickMagick is a paid option that is really good for actually tracking where those various links are coming from. So keep in mind that once you start having lots of different links that you're promoting, ClickMagick is going to be one that you're going to need. Volume and ClickMeter are similar to ClickMagick, but ClickMagick, to be honest, is the one that a lot of people actually use. And then it's your analytics. Now, don't live or die by analytics when you're first starting off in affiliate marketing. If you are a beginner, just have something that you can kind of look at to understand what's going on, but don't kind of get too engrossed in it. You can get stuck on your analytics and never really start producing any kind of content, or it'll stop you producing content. So if you do want to see your analytics, I'm on YouTube, so I use something called TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy allows me to see lots of different analytics. It also helps with keyword research. Also helps me with actually putting the videos on and give me various templates I can use. So TubeBuddy is a really good one. It's about $20 a month, and that's the one that I actually use on a regular basis. You can obviously put Google Analytics on things like your blogs, and that will actually track that to quite a high level, obviously. You can use Facebook Business to see if you've got Facebook ads or any kind of Facebook pages. Facebook Business will help you track that kind of thing. Or you can go back to our friend Neil Patel. On Neil Patel's site, you can actually sign up for that site, and he's got an analytics SEO part of that site, which will also do analysis on your site and actually provide you with analytics. So there's kind of 4 resources there. If you're on YouTube, either use TubeBuddy or something called vidIQ. One of those two is good enough for you to start tracking your own analytics and then seeing how other people's videos perform. They'll be the two that you actually go ahead and use. So here are my costs, right? So overall, it's going to cost me around $75 a month to run my business. That's on a monthly basis. Now, that's a $5 website. The autoresponder is $50. I talked to you about that. You could actually get that for about half price, right? For $20 if you wanted to start paying. Actually, when something like GetResponse, you can get the first package completely for free, but it's got very limited things that you can actually do on there. So you start off with a free package for 30 days, and then you go up to like $20 a month. And then I obviously pay $20 a month for TubeBuddy, but that's going to give me a lot of analysis on my actual YouTube channel, which I actually use every single day. So it's worth it to me. So overall, it's around $75 a month. The other things I actually pay for as a kind of affiliate marketer is I have a piece of software that allows me to edit videos like this one. Now that costs me about $300. You can get completely free ones, things like Filmora, lots of different ones like that you can go ahead and get completely for free. I just, decided to go ahead because I want to concentrate on YouTube to get something that I can use and is really, really good. So that's another cost. And then it's things like the one-off cost for things like videos or things like the thumbnail blaster, things like that. All in all, I think it must have cost me about $500 maybe to set up. But they're kind of shiny objects that you don't need to start with. So if you're completely beginning, just remember it's going to cost you anything from $50 to $75 on a monthly basis to have a proper system set up. Okay, so that's kind of where we are as far as my costs are concerned. You might be able to get cheaper, but just bear in mind it's probably going to be about that much. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope that was valuable to you. I kind of been asked this question a few times, so I just wanted to kind of show people exactly what I use and what I use in my business. The costs, well, it depends what you want. Mine cost me around $50 to $75 a month. I know other people that double or treble that depending on what they decide to use. But just be aware that you are going to have a cost. If you want to do affiliate marketing correctly, you are going to have some kind of cost per month for your autoresponder especially that you need to kind of maintain. So my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been to this channel before, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release videos just like this one. And if you want to start a business online, go ahead and hit the link in the description below, and we'll take you through the whole process step by step. Until next time, guys, take care.